This video will discuss about what is machine learning with a simple example. Do you want to get a flat for rent? Rental prices depends upon various factors. Rental prices of an apartment depend upon the city and the location where it is located, size of the apartment, number of rooms present in the apartment, and furnishing status of that particular apartment. How can a computer predict the rental value of a particular house? On the basis of certain characteristics of apartment like city, location, area, size, amenities, etc., machine learning tries to learn the pattern or trend from a given data, which help to predict the rental value for the new apartment. Given data shows the linear correlation between the area of the apartment and rent. Assuming that rent of apartment depend upon only one factor, that is every square feet increase in area contribute to $1 of increase in rent. Let's understand in a very simple way why we need machine learning. So let's dive in. In this example, the rental prices are linearly correlated to the area of the apartment. Here, every 1 unit increase in area results in 1 unit increase in rent. We are trying to model this true relationship. Let's see the simple intuition behind machine learning with this example. Let's plot the rental prices data on this graph. Y-axis represents the rent and x-axis represents the area of the apartments. So let's plot this data on the graph, and we see that it is a linearly correlated. We can consider this blue line as the trend line, and it represents the true relationship for this given data. What do we mean by true relationship, which is represented by blue line here? True relationship means the line fits the training data and its actual representation of the patterns in the given data. This blue line can be used to calculate or predict the rental value for any new data point. Let's say that we want to compute the rent of an apartment for this new blue data point. We draw the horizontal and vertical lines to get the respective values of x-axis and y-axis. This represents the rental value for this apartment. Now let's assume we want to compute the rental values of the apartment for this blue data point, and this blue data point, and this blue data point, and this one. As these data points does not fall on the blue line, so we will not be able to predict the value for these new data points accurately using this true relationship. Blue line will not be able to predict the correct or optimal values for these new data points. It's not fitting as per the trend of this data. So why we need machine learning? Machine learning helps to find a particular line or a mathematical function that can fit a data in such a way that it can approximately predict the values of the new data points. Let's look into another data set, and let's assume that it represents the real relationship between the rental prices and the area of the apartment. Let's plot this data on the graph, and red dots represents the training data. As we cannot fit a straight line that can pass through all the data points as we did in the previous example, we can have this blue line which can approximately fit to this data, or we can have this line or this one, or we can have a green curve line which fits the data perfectly. Which one fits the data well? As we see that it will never fit the data like a true linear relationship. Machine learning methods helps to evaluate which one of the above functions is best and can be used to consistently predict good rental values for the new houses, which is represented by new blue data points or testing data. If you want to understand which of these lines or mathematical functions helps to predict the value of the new data points, then please watch the part second of this video. What is machine learning? What is machine learning? Machine learning understands the complex patterns on the existing or the given data, learns those patterns, and utilizes those patterns to predict the value of the unseen data points. Next, TextGenie explains the simple intuition behind machine learning with some examples.
Ever pondered over how machines learn? Well, it might be simpler than you think. Imagine having a robot friend. This robot wants to learn how to identify various animals. Initially, you need to show it numerous pictures of different animals like dogs, cats, and birds. As the robot familiarizes itself with these images, it begins to differentiate between these animals. It learns to spot patterns such as the shape of ears or the texture of fur. The more pictures it consumes, the better it becomes at identifying animals. This is a simplified version of how machine learning operates. Just like humans, machines also learn from observation and experience. To bring it into the real world, consider the case of email filtering. You receive a multitude of emails every day. Some of these are important, like messages from friends or family, while others are spam. Your email provider wants to help you by automatically sorting your emails into different folders. At first, the system doesn't know which emails you deem important and which ones you consider spam. So you begin by manually marking some emails as spam or moving certain emails to the important folder. The system observes your actions and learns from your choices. It starts to notice patterns in the emails you mark as important or spam. Over time, the email system becomes better at predicting your preferences. After enough examples and learning, the system becomes quite proficient at automatically filtering and organizing your emails. This is a practical application of machine learning, where the system learns from user interactions to improve its performance over time. In a nutshell, machine learning is all about learning from examples and experiences. It's about teaching a computer or a robot to learn and make decisions by showing it examples and letting it figure things out. Whether it's recognizing animals, drawing apples, or filtering emails, machines learn in ways not too dissimilar from us humans. They learn from seeing, doing, and of course, from a little bit of help from their human friends.